What is good, ladies and gents? Another day of backtesting to unprofitable. I think it's day 146. So let's get right to it. Okay, I didn't read this, but I'm pretty sure it's good. They don't wish us the worst today. 2022. Here we come. As I think the fact that I'm not channeling it in motion is a red flag because it doesn't help me spot patterns. Let's go to the daily. We're gonna trade this day or cool, just let it slide. What day is it? It's Tuesday. I mean, we can. It's 10:24 though. It's a little bit late. Okay. First thing I notice is that we're dropping. Put in some kind of SMT here. Now we're on this high bad tick. So I think it's not an SMT, but also we're dropping. Now, where could we be dropping to? It could be this or the block. It could be some fair value gap up here. But if we put like a fib, let's just use this count tool, not just fib. You can see somewhere inside here could be a potential target if we are dropping, or at least target some daily highs. So here I'm bearish unless market tells me that it's not. This is sell side here and go back here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. We've embraced this gap. We've shifted structure here, so I'm looking for this lot to potentially get taken out, or God, also drop into this fair value gap here as well. Now down to 4H. It's possible that price could have, traced back to OTE here, as you can see. And since we have that, then you can see the targets somewhere around here. So let's put the negative targets and see. Okay, so there's this here, this negative 0.5, which lines beautiful with this gap, so I will be waiting for that. And yeah, I think that will be it. Now going down to 1 hour. 1 hour, great. So on the 1 hour, let's see where the open is. It's Wednesday, so the midnight open is somewhere around here. So we can draw a little bit close to it, but we might also not go that close to it and just start dropping. But all that we'll see, we can reject this gap as well, or at least rebalance, reaching the midnight open. Just looking for bearish prices here. And reason to go lower. I don't think we could put in a sweep, but a shift and retracement to a gap is obviously gonna get created here. So 15 minute, nothing much. 15 minute gap here, down to 5. Let's see what happens. Okay, market opens, spikes higher, and then we shift structure. And down to 1 minute, and so we shift structure just right here. Okay, you will potentially not retrace to some premium of this move. I'm pretty sure of that. I mean, when it's looking like this, it pretty much doesn't do all of that, but yeah, that's how it is. Target ends up getting hit without us. And I'm pretty sure the 1 minute didn't have any opportunity. Very sure of that. Well, we have a beautiful sweep here. Let's see how ES was looking like. So ES also put in the sweep. Okay, I don't know if the confluences should be in order. I had the sweep, was in a fair value gap, and this could be like full confluence for you to enter. But what if we form a sweep, we shift, and then we're faced with a gap? Everything's possible, so wait. Now, going back to 15 minutes, as hard as the rebalance here sounds, but if we touch this gap, then I will be looking for a balance for price to continue lower. So if we touch this gap, we'll be ready to take some shorts. So it's already line shower. Price is tanking. Let's just fast forward it. So we get out of lunch. See what the PM session is holding. Okay, so now when we put the fib, we can see we're in premium. There's a good gap here. Looking back to 1 hour. Well, we've hit sell side level, a good sell side level, and we could potentially continue lower. Well, there's a gap. Nothing we have here. Relatively velocity here, take it out. So the next potential target would just be this low here. So I think trading this would be something, would be like trading against the trend. So this is a strength and consequent encroachment. And by the way, when you look what happened, like just right at 1, we had this beautiful gap, this internal sweep, shift, tracement into this gap here. And then we ended up running to these relatively equal highs. Okay, very, very beautiful. Crazy that I made it so fast. So I would like to see a retracement. We had some news today. Sometimes it's a pharmacy. Yeah, it was the minutes, just the minutes. I don't think the minutes are that impactful. But yeah, it is what it is. Now when we got the 5, you can see we're starting to reject, and we're having an SMT with ES, so I can take a potential 1-to-1 short here. It's pretty much like this trade I took today. So it will be something around that level. Could possibly hit TP in a few seconds, and we end up taking out this take profit here. And if we're not greedy, we can just wait to break even and wait for take profit to get hit, and boom, hit as well. So it was pretty obvious that this was a target. We could have got a full 1-to-1, but it's the cost of having greed. But what I learned is that since we've taken out this low, then when we drop, this will be the first target where we would need to take a profits instead of holding them. Yeah, first swing session is gonna pretty much do its thing. But when we put a fib here, so we're in the daily now, and by the looks of it, we've taken out this low right here. Yes, did that as well by a tick. So I can't say that we're gonna reject because I'm not anticipating a reverse on it until the market shows me that it wants to reverse, and I'm still looking for shorts simply. So somewhere around this low or even this gap here. So these are sell side targets. Down to 4H. The first thing that I see is very good support level of the consequent encroachment. So let's mark it there. And we also have a beautiful gap here. Now when I go down to 1H, yep, still pretty much the same thing. Inversion. Okay, I don't use inversion, so it's pretty much almost like useless to me. Fair value gap down to 15 now. So this, I don't think we will go all up here. So I'm just waiting for retracement, then the drop for there. Let's see how the open moves, because the open pretty much dictates what's gonna happen. So we take out the high there. Not into this 15-minute small 15-minute gap yet, but potential suicide target, other targets are there and here, and yeah, the levels continue if this day decides to expand as much as it could. So back to the 1 minute, not coming. Okay, so draw, push higher. It's still in the 15-minute gap, taking out these equal highs, these ones here. Let's see what happens. And we also push into the 1 hour, so when I go up to the 5, and see we're already taking out this high here. Okay, now we're studying some beautiful drop up on the 15. It's some kind of rebalance here into premium. And when I go back to 5, I don't think we're going to respect this gap here. It's not an SMT, so it's also possible that price could be doing a fake out. Let's see what happens. Okay, then we get another beautiful move to the upside, taking out this high. And see how beautiful this SMT looks like. So we have the sweep. And some SMT there. Back the 1 minute. I would like to get a retracement into potential fair value gap. Let's see. From here to here, this count will be somewhere about there. Could also be a retracement to, useful PD array. Let's see, from here to here. Yep, tapped into premium. It's 10:15, so pretty good time. I think we could let this sell to the downside and approximate flat low. So let me take a trade here. Top loss somewhere back there. let's see if price respects the levels and drops. Starts tanking. And looks like we've already taken out this low on ES as well. When you go up from 15, did we take out this low? So we have, if we start forming some sort of SMTs, I'll be getting out. This first level get stacked somewhere around there. On each. So I'm still looking for price to go lower. Don't see any reason why price wouldn't. So break even this. So we're close to the lows, somewhere around there. Take off something though. Full TP gets hit, so it's absolutely beautiful, full move. And yeah, the fact that I secured some partials, made me think like, okay, even if this doesn't hit full TP, at least I made a win. Oh, this is absolutely beautiful move in the morning. And I think it also might continue lower. Let's see. Continues lower. Let's see what happens in the afternoon. So afternoon ends up going higher, but you can see, piece of part of the cake pretty much off. So next day open, and the day ends up closing bullish. What do we see here? I'm not really in favor of this being a breakaway gap, this gap here. I'm not in favor of that. We have two conditions here. So we have sell side there. Okay, we also took out this high, which means we could already start dropping already, since we've put in this sweep. And we have this beautiful gap like this here. So it's possible that we could just start dropping instead of retracing back into this fair value gap, which I would like for a further retracement into the gap. And if we could retrace in the gap, then that means that we could have already hit consequent encroachment of this week. So this is also a target because we can hit it and then pretty much reverse higher. So for H, small internal sweep here. So you can pretty much expect anything to happen here. We have an internal sweep. Is this internal? Just a sweep, yeah. And beautiful gap there. And also beautiful gap here. So if we reject here, I'll be looking for these highs. Because yesterday we've already taken out the strong low that we had, but while we in a POI, let's check the daily. So we were in this down close candle here, which pretty much tells me that that gap could be a candidate. So we end up hitting consequent encroachment of the whole move, and well, the one I didn't offer any opportunity at all. The only opportunity was at 7:45 in the kill zone. Let's see if this was discount. I mean premium. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with saying discount. Wait, you can see premium, fair value gap, and internal shift somewhere around there. So pretty sleek move. Now let's see the 15. Look at the 1 hour. Very close to this low on on NQ than we are on ES, and we've actually taken it out. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Going down the 5 minute, we've embraced this thing internally, except for the the sweep and the SMT. Sweep push higher, shifted here, and you can see this. Kind of try to hold. Do we have a pivot gap inside here? It's just this one here. I think it's gonna go higher, but since we have almost another shift here, let's see if we can get a retracement or if price, just rages higher. I don't think it's gonna return discount though. It's gonna just reject this gap. After all, it's close to an order block. This down close candle here. And we drop into the full block there. I think it's some kind of discount though. Yep, it's discount. Still looking for some buys. Let's see, 1 hour. I mean, we could find some. 15. 15, we're tapped into this gap there. Let's keep in mind it's a Friday. Let's take us buy inside there. Target this and this and some highs there, but I'm not expecting any kind of big volatility to push there. So it will be some kind of small hour trade. So it drops into this zone, this down move, this whole thing, think it's the one that's holding price. So since it's gone 50% of where we expected, you can halve the stop loss. And pretty close to TP, and TP gets hit right there. So very beautiful move, and I'm glad that stop loss was there. I can say that it was a big one, but yeah, being there is absolutely fine to me, provided like a safe space. I mean, imagine if it was somewhere around there, I would probably be sweating by here. So pretty good move. Let's see where it takes us. After hitting TP, starts consolidating. Pretty like this is typical NQ, but yeah, Friday small movement, so it's a pretty good way to close the week. Let's see what happens in the PM session. Let's go to the next week, man. Next day open. For the next day open, 9:14 in the morning. By the way, does like NQ have any? Does NQ? Yeah. Does FX Replay have any like where one can find the news that are in the week and filter the trades that one took depending on the news or something like that? I think I'll ask it in the support. So what do we see here? Monday price action, we put this, and we're not yet in discount, so I'm still looking forward to probably this gap here if price allows. And obviously I'm still bearish. We've had a beautiful sweep of the highs here. We've shifted internally right there, had a small retracement into the gap. We're still dropping, so this gap could persist for some minutes or hours or days, but then we continue lower. That's what I'm thinking. That will be a reason for us to go higher. Then the reason for us to go lower is that we have the sweep, we've shifted, we retraced it, we retested, retraced to this gap, and then started dropping. So there's pretty much a reason for price to go lower instead of us going higher. Now, I think, yeah, that's pretty my analysis on this thing. Yeah, don't see any. Yes, is still above this high, still above these lows. I mean, didn't create a lower low. So I had this beautiful gap retracement in the morning London session. Blow down to the 1H. This is pretty much not much actually. Fair on the block here, so you can retrace into it. Then the drop. So the other block will be this last up close candle here. Now I'm gonna go down to 15. Should get a retracement there. After all, we have a gap there, but it was tapped into. So if we push hard, then we could sweep this to have some kind of internal model. So let's see what happens. Market's about to open, so we start dropping immediately. So we push right into the gap and end up taking out this high, and ES also took it out. Thank God. Crazy business there. And I think also ES ended up taking out these lows from, was it Friday? I think so. Let's see. Yep, it did. The lows from Thursday, because it hadn't. Now here we can go down to 1 minute. See, we could be about to have some internal shift there, but no gap left behind. Let's see, the 30-second will be doing something. You can actually trade the 30-second here. Let's see. So we're pretty much consolidating. So back to 1 minute. Is this like OTE of the range? That will be the only reason for me to enter. So it's OTE. I will have all the reasons to go lower, I think, as of now. So internal shift, then drop. I'm gonna go up on the 5 minute. I don't think this is a fair value gap that we're rejecting. So let's see if we can take some sells here. Short. Stop loss right there. Target would be lower. I'll go back to 1 hour. You can see that we're pretty much open to until we reach the gap that I marked there. So when I go back to daily, you can mark some daily lows as our liquidity targets in case price allows. So let's see, what are our potential targets? Daily low, 1 hour. I think on the 1 hour you can have some clear targets as well, but these are enough. Just a 30-minute fair value gap there, and 1 hour. This is too big, but let's take the risk. I mean, it's just backtesting, and even if it will be the live markets, I just want to learn how loose it feels like. Percent of the expected move. Okay, so this is already like a 1, 2, 3. Let's check the 15 minute. It's possible that we could close here, but nah, let's just let it ride, man. Move like 70% of the range. So here's normally where one will take partials, but let's see if I don't take partials here. If it could potentially drop the full take profit. So remember, we're on Monday. Yikes. So imagine if it doesn't go as one would want it to. So look at what I'm holding through here. So you can see we're also holding like after market hours. So yeah, it's pretty not advisable for futures. So we close the position there. You can see how it looks like when you hold. Oh, we closed 50. Let's close everything. The reason I closed everything is because it's already like aftermarket and can get pretty crazy there. Chop up and gaps. So except if you're swinging it, but otherwise, yeah. So grateful for this move, been able to find this whole beautiful drop. And let's see, so there's three potential entry moves inside here: sweep, shift, retracement to OTE, retracement to a fair value gap, retracement to this discount or premium, and most likely if you have like PDRA in that zone. So this involves like the hassle of holding through PM session, letting it drop all the way to final target at pretty much the next day. Now the next day open, boom, and starts pushing higher. So what would I be thinking now, since we're starting to push higher? We don't have a gap, but I mean a fair value gap, but we have this new week open gap here. So potential push into the new week open gap. Then a drop. It's possible. I think we could be drawing towards the new week open gap. I was just looking at. Does it have a new week open gap? Yep, it does. So could be drawing up to the new week open gap, then maybe continue lower. So I will be looking for some buys if market shows me opportunity to do so. Because I've seen like this new week open gap be a good draw for the past few times. So let's just check it out. We also have buy side liquidity here. And this huge move at 8, what was it? CPI day. Okay, so what other news do we have throughout the week? Thursday we have retail stuff, consumer sentiment index, nothing else until Friday. So are we rebalancing or are we continuing higher? I'm thinking we're gonna continue higher, so let's see what happens. 15-minute, very huge gap. Market opens and we go up on 15. I don't think we rebalanced this move. We actually tapped into discount. I'm not thinking we're gonna have an internal sweep, except that ES did something beautiful then. Look at ES here. So we swept the low the moment we dropped to the open, pushed higher, and left in this, putting this beautiful shift in structure. And then when I zoom in, what's this, folks? Look at this. So central entry here. These two candles 940, 941. First target this high here, so you get around 21 points. And yes, that's too much. Let's wait for a better balance. So end up not taking out this high in NQ as well, which raises some suspicion it will be heading for this lower. Okay, now down to 1 minute. So this order block here and the fair value gap. I'd like to see another small manipulation there. I'd like to see a place where we have a shift after manipulation, so we can enter. can see we're respecting this gap here. It's not in the context of what I will be analyzing. Let's see. There's discount there. Some gap. So let's see. It's just long short. So I'm not gonna trade this. I'm just gonna let it go and see where it goes to. I'd like to see where the new midnight open is. So it's possible the price could be drawing to a close towards the midnight open, but we might not even reach there and just start pushing higher. End up not even reaching the new week open gap. But let's see, does he just reach it? Let's check. So I didn't reach it on ES as well, so fair game. Next day, no opportunity there. Back on the daily. So we have a really crazy bearish sentiment here. So potential targets is this low on the gap. We have a small, really small gap here. Let's see, could also draw to consequent encroachment of this thing, but overall my brain is saying bearish. So if we push high, I'd like to see this buy side level get taken out, then we hit this consequent encroachment level and drop. But since we haven't done that, I would like to see it drop, like just smell to the downside. So fair value gap there, another daily fair value gap as well. Traced back high, left some eco highs. Minute gap there. Okay, so we end up taking out this high, and we haven't done that yet on ES. Can we mark the midnight open? Hope we're above it. Yep, we are above it, which means we could be able to find some inside opportunities here. Don't see a low where we could shift from though. That's the problem. Okay, so what did we do? We took out some highs there. Cool, this is the midnight open. So we put in a sweep on the SMT. And what do we get? An internal shift. To premium and another gap right here. So late to the entry, as I always excuse myself, and the target slow here, and potentially even this one. I mean, it's also a daily target. Let's sell this with a 1% and see where we head to. I feel like I should take a 5-minute break anytime soon. But yeah, I've been thinking, since my streak has been demolished because of a day that I missed, how about I start backtesting from TradeZella and then ditch FX Replay, because instead of paying 2 platforms, I can pay for 1. Man, we end up getting stopped out. It's okay. I mean, it wouldn't hurt the analytics. At least I hope it didn't. It's not looking bad. At least. I'm planning on making this an all-time high. That's why I'm backtesting at least an hour a day. Let's go back to 2022. I see diffuse model. That's how the 1 hour is looking like. So I end up taking out the high here. Still forming an SMT though. So no setup inside there. Could be drawing to the consequent encroachment, and I will totally respect that. Okay, starts to drop. Okay, 5 minutes. Now back to the 1 minute. I see the shift right there. Four-minute gap. then there's also this breaker. So let's take some more cells. I mean, are you okay? Are you okay with losing like 2% a day? I don't care. It's 1%, 1%. Just 2 trades a day, and it keeps the 2 trades a day keeps the doctor away. So it's possible that I could be wrong on the bias, and I totally accept it. So if I'm wrong, then yeah, well and good. So I'm very sure this is another stop up. Very crazy. So no other trade for this day. Usually this is the time I take like a 5-minute break, come on backtest for another few minutes, but it's already like 1 hour, so I will just, call it a session. Gonna call it a session kind of way. Yeah, still looking pretty clean. I mean, and I really hope trades that give the same experience in backtesting. Nice. Can we check on the 1031? Let's do it for a few minutes and then leave. It's already at 9:14 and it's on the daily. We are at the all-time highs. We put in some market ship there, and we could potentially see retracement into some gap, maybe in the discount, or that low get taken out. So some areas in discount are here and here. Potential targets. Go down the 4H. Retraced into this gap there. Down the 1 hour. I can see a gap here that we could retrace to. How's this looking like here? Ooh. This is ES. There's NQ. Let's go back to daily, man. This thing could have tricked us. Actually, it's pretty much the same thing from here to here. I have discount levels here, so fair value gap, potential little block. So let's mark them. Auto block, fair value gap, potential targets, and in case it doesn't reach discount, that will be the level. And I think, yeah, bearish. What day are we at? Monday. Okay, so retracement into some gap. And a huge gap at 7. Let's see if we can take out some highs before we start dropping. So end up not going above, but we just go above this high slightly. Another thing I'd like to see is what is the midnight open? It's really far. Don't know if we'll draw back to it or close to it at least. So now we take out these highs very beautifully on Q. Drive it high once more and then I'll take a trade. We're filming some SMTs, I think, so far. Okay, now back to the 5. This here. Yeah, I think it's gonna hold because we've also swept these highs, and when I go back to 15, retracement to gap, drop, retracement to the gap, so target will be the low right there. Down to 5, 1 minute, and something around there. So let's see if this increase plays out. I don't know why trades I take on this account become stop out. We're already down 20k, man. So that dog shit, man. Let's see. Let's check the 15 time frame. So should we say it's like some kind of premium retracement? Because I still think it's gonna drop. Let's sell it there. Still target there. Stop loss of these highs. If it gets stopped up, this is I don't know, it's crazy. It will be more crazier. Okay, we're done. 2021 I see the futures model is really crazy, so I think I'll close it from here today, and yeah, we'll meet you pretty next time. But I want to see, like, there's this time where I was backtesting and I would make posts like about the session that I just finished. I want to check like how the analytics were with the 1.27 win rate. Okay, I don't see it. There's like no, oh, it's here. Okay, so I think that was all for the day. So stay blessed.